Hi traders and welcome to the daily recap show for today, which was Thursday the 8th of September. So we said that the FTSE was in a tight range, a short-term range between 72.62 to 72.76 and 72.18 to 72.26, and we should be careful of false breaks of the range. We said that acceptance below 72.18 to 72.26 could see a move back towards support at 71.86 to 71.94, and a sustained break below there could see moves further lower to the main support at 71.25 to 35. So let's go and have a look at today's action on the FTSE. Okay, so you can see that the action early on in the session was very choppy. Nothing happened really up in the whole of the morning session. We did hold this 72.62 to 72.76 zone, but we never got any real reversals there. We were looking for like maybe a bit of a liquidity grab from that overnight high at the top of that range. That would have been a really nice trade to take, but we never got that, and we just really terrible action, just very choppy. Holding between this 72.68 to 72.76 range and the 72.48 to 56 range. So very tight range. Not really anything happening there. So nothing to do in the morning session. We then got this spike here at 1:15. This was all on the ECB rate announcement. We then got the push below 70.18 to 72.26, and we said that acceptance below there, which we got here, could see moves towards 71.86 to 94, which we saw quite quickly. This was on the back of that ECB rate announcement and then the ECB press conference. So we got an opportunity here to get short to target this. I noticed we said that we needed to see a sustained break below here. There is not a sustained break below there. Lots of wicks, no real acceptance, not a sustained break. We're looking for a sustained break. We're looking for an impulsive move through, acceptance below, and then a retest of that and to hold the retest. So this is not a sustained break. It's very choppy. It's a false break. We got the push back up. So there wasn't any reversal patterns here. If we'd got this sort of push up, if we'd seen from here a reversal back into here, we could have maybe looked to get long. Probably a little bit dangerous in terms of the context of the market at the moment, but that's the sort of thing that you're looking for. When you get the false break pattern like this, where you get a really strong impulsive push back, if you get a corrective pull back into that zone and it holds it as support, then you can start looking for longs. So really, that was it on the FTSE today. It really was just that opportunity there on the back of the ECB rate announcement, which was the acceptance below 72.18 to 72.26, target at 71.86 to 94 zone. So the zones have worked really well. Very choppy action in the morning, but in the afternoon we've got that little bit of volatility on the back of the ECB. So now let's go and take a look at the DAX. Okay, so on the DAX, we said the initial resistance was at 13.025 to 13.050. We said if we saw an inventory correction back to 13.905 to 925, it could act as support on the first test. Acceptance below there could see moves initially to 12.835 to 8.55, with support coming in at the zones below. So let's go and have a look at the DAX today. Okay, so you can see that actually that 13.025 to 13.050 initial resistance zone actually rejected in the pre-cash futures session. Here it is actually a really nice reversal, and if you'd seen that on the open, especially if it had just taken out like an overnight high or something like that for a bit of a liquidity grab, that is a really nice signal. But we never saw that. That is in the pre-cash session, which we don't trade. So after that, we said that if we saw an inventory correction back to 13.905 to 925, it could act as support on the first test. So we've got this inventory correction back here. There is a little bit of a reversal pattern here which didn't trigger, and then it just really chopped around. So although it did pause at the 905 to 925 zone, we never got any clear signal to get long on. So there was nothing really to do there. We then saw the acceptance below, pull back, a bit of a continuation pattern here, although risk to reward is not very good at all. And a bit like the FTSE, it really is just quite choppy action that offers no real opportunity to trade. Again, like the FTSE, we got the ECB action, and we had the 12.835 to 8.55 zone that this happened to come in. It happened around that 12.835 to 8.55 zone. We then got the push down, and we wasn't really looking for too much below here. These zones could have acted as support, but it was really this 595 to 620 zone that we would have been looking for a long from, but nothing actually materialised. So not really anything to do on the DAX. One nice opportunity on the FTSE, but you can see that the zones worked really well. And it's certainly the morning session, which is quite normal for ahead of like an ECB or Bank of England rate announcement or non-farm. When there's a big announcement coming up, the market can be quite choppy. So it's not unusual to see that ahead of those sorts of announcements. So come join the Keyzone Traders community. The link is in the box below in our YouTube channel. Please let me know what you think of the reports. It's completely free to join the Keyzone Traders community and the Keyzone service. And yeah, I'm going to be taking a couple of days off because I'm travelling tomorrow and Monday, but I'll be back on Tuesday with the reports and giving you the analysis to hopefully add value to your trading. So have a great weekend. I hope you're finding these reports useful, and I'll speak to you again soon. Cheers.